Welcome to Lightning GIS. This is Toby Dogweiler, and I'm here today to give you a quick demonstration of how to use the field calculator in ArcGIS to modify the contents of your attribute table. So let's get started. First of all, in an attribute table, such as the one I have open, which is for a feature class, the columns are referred to as fields. And the field name would be, in this case for the column I have highlighted, size underscore. Not the greatest name, but that's the way it came. Alright, now these are in units. There's a separate field here that tells us the units are miles. So we want to convert this to metric. So what we're going to need to do is create a new field that's for size in kilometers and a new field that's units for that new column. Alright, so what we're going to do is go to the Table Options menu over here in the upper left of the attribute table. We'll add a field. We have to give our field a name. We'll call it size underscore km. This is going to be a floating point field because there's going to be decimal places. We can hit OK. Now that added that new field all the way to the far right of the table, but by grabbing the column header we can move it over here next to the ones we want to work with. Alright, let's add the second field. We're going to call this one units size kilometer, just to clearly associate it with that size kilometer field, and we want this one to be a text because we're going to put the word kilometers in there. Now we could just type kilometers right here in the default value and that would make them all kilometers, and since we're creating this field, that's a good way, but I'm going to show you a way to do it that you could use for any field even if it already exists and you just want to change it. Alright, so we'll hit OK. That adds that new field all the way to the right out here. We'll drag it over. Alright, let's right click on the first one. We want to do our conversion, so we're going to right click on that, choose Field Calculator. It says you're about to calculate outside of an edit session, and we won't be able to undo our changes. So that's a warning it's giving us. If you don't mind living on the wild side, you click yes. You could click no, start an editing session, and then come back into Field Calculator if you want to make changes that you could undo later, just in case you want to be cautious. So let's click yes. So what we're doing here in the expression block is we're going to set the size underscore kilometer field equal to whatever our expression is. So we want to set that equal to the value in the size field multiplied by, we have to put a space after that sign, 1.609 is our conversion from miles to kilometers. We'll hit OK. It'll calculate for a second, and you can see it's calculated the new value in kilometers. Alright, now for this units for the size km field, we can do Field Calculator again, accept our warning. We're going to clear that old expression. Now we're setting the units of size kilometers equal to, and this is simple, we just want to set it equal to kilometers. Notice that I put those in quotation marks because it's a text. Click OK, and it has added that to all our fields. It's that simple. If you go online and do a little research, you can find that you can do a lot more complicated expressions in Field Calculator. You can use VBA, you can use Python. There's a whole bunch of functions that are available in there to do more sophisticated things. So have some fun with Field Calculator. It will make your ArcGIS attribute table manipulations that much smoother. Alright, thank you for joining me on this episode of Lightning GIS.